usual. I should probably turn that down, eh? It's a vibe. It's just that I'm on YouTube, you know? Oh, you can just barely hear it in the background, but it doesn't matter. Listen to a little pre-Jay-Z, pre-stream, right? I love Jay-Z. I've always been a fan, but especially lately, man. I don't know what it is. He's just the best rapper. I mean, I guess to put it simply. Sorry, kind of is. I'm not sorry. Like, man, I won't lie. I had Eminem up there for a long time, and I still do, but you know, I'm starting to think it might be other people as well. Some of the other people being Jay-Z, obviously, as mentioned, and Nas, Black Thought. There's a few contenders for sure. I was gonna do like a pre-Sleeping Dogs, little music thing, like a little pre-live, but I kind of forgot about it. I just clicked live because I'm used to just going in, so I figured that's what I'm just gonna do. Especially now that I'm already here, I just can't go back to that. So, welcome. Yeah, I'm streaming tonight. Just nothing specifically, you know. Just ps5. I set up my capture card. I'm just gonna stick to this one system. I'm not gonna change it up. I'm thinking about some Street Fighter. Well, for sure I'm gonna play some Street Fighter. And shit, I don't know. Splitgate maybe. Record. I'm just gonna mess around. Nothing serious. I just want to relax. But I feel like Street Fighter will be a big game. But also I don't want to embarrass myself because I'm still not very good at Street Fighter. Or rather, I just don't know the combos at all. Like, I win most of my I mean, I'm just playing against normal computers, right? Normal difficulty because I'm still getting used to the game. But like, I'll win most of the time, like the vast majority. But it's like, it's not a pretty looking win. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing like seamless combos and double punch. You know, I'm not necessarily button mashing, but I guess I might as well be. You know. I don't mean to say like as much, but it's a good filler word for my stutter, you know. Like it's unconscious. I didn't even mean to do it, but usually I'll say like fuck to as like a transition word between sentences, but I don't know. It's a little vulgar. I don't need to make a habit out of that. So, you know, I guess that's the replacement. Yeah, having a stutter isn't fun. God, I think I have more than a stutter. I have some kind of speech impediment. I think it's very small and subtle, but I mean, a stutter is a speech impediment, and I know I have that, but I feel like I might have something else, but who cares? I know I can definitely get better with it if I'm talking more and streaming. Well, I have Street Fighter. I have a cold old jug of water. I have a Siamese cat named Vincent also with me here. He's a very cute boy. He's growing right now, actually. He's, what, about 6 months ish? No, he's under 6 months. I mean, which is pretty crazy because he's already massive compared to when we first got him. Yeah, he's a good boy. I don't have any kind of webcam, so I can't show him, but he's here. I plan on doing a webcam thing one day, but my current setup, nah. I'd rather just wait until I move out, which I plan on doing this year. I know it's already almost February, but you know, your boy has some plans. Oh God. All right, I gotta hope I'm not having frame issues. This stream very well might just not happen at all because my internet's been in and out all day. And yeah, streaming is obviously that's gonna do some fucking damage to my internet. And I'm the only one using it right now, but still, I think it's more with the Wi-Fi card or reader I have for my computer because, well, then again, it doesn't work very well on my phone either sometimes, but it always works flawless on my PlayStation. Like, it's weird. It's like it works only for my PlayStation, but regardless, I'm just going on and fucking on. It's Street Fighter time. Alright. I took a little too long. I was just waiting for maybe someone to pop in. Politics as usual. I want to start reacting to music, but I know you can't do it on YouTube. I think you can maybe do it on Twitch, but I would want to upload it to YouTube. I guess I'd have to edit and splice it down. I'm not really into editing, but I think it'd be worth it to make that kind of content. I know it's React content. It's not the most, I guess, impressive or innovative, but God, it's just genuinely about reacting to music and talking about it. That would be fun for me. Should I get some like constant music to always play in the background no matter what? God, dude, I need to upgrade my fucking setup, man. I think my first step is a new mic, although I don't know. Maybe I should buy a capture card first, or just an entirely new computer. Excuse me. Just an entirely new computer. I don't know what the first. I have some proof. One I've had, the microphone I've had it for a couple years now. Still works good, but I just know that they're so much better. Like, this only costs you what, like $60? And albeit that's not like a poor quality mic necessarily, but I'm willing to splurge. So if I'm gonna get more serious about content creation, like, invest in better shit if I want my content to have a better chance at succeeding. I feel like that's the reason I've kind of held myself back from making content. Like, I've always had, like, you know,
Street Fighter 2.
I've had the means to do it, but I just kind of hold myself back. I guess that's just because I don't always have the best mic, the best setup. But well, it's either make the content regardless or just invest in better shit. So I guess I'll do both. You know what? Yeah. So I bought the. Let's go there. Default outfit. Like, there's another one. Performances. Some of these are just absurd. Like, bro, come on. I'll do these.
Now, let's begin.
But yeah, I mean, what I have right now isn't bad. I feel like we didn't utilize what I do have and what I can No, I'm always looking at what's better rather than what I do have, which isn't always a healthy mindset.
Round 1. Fight!
Yeah, so like I wanted like a good 2D fighting game for like a minute now, and I don't know. I just thought, you know what? Why not start with Street Fighter? Like, what better 2D fighting game? It's the 2D fighting game. Plus, I've just always been interested in fighting games. I don't know why. I've never played any other Street Fighter before. Seriously, this is the first one I've owned. And this shit's been out for a while. Like the 6th one's coming out this year, so I know I'm late. I don't know. It's very colorful. The characters are all unique, and I know there's like a ton of outfits and stages with the championship edition. So you know what? $20. It's like I don't know combos. I'm just kind of like pressing a series of buttons. Like, I'm not like completely button mashed. There's no variety to how I play. I just haven't figuring out what I can on my own.
That's good kung fu.
Round 2. Fight!
I hope the quality's alright. Because of my internet, I had to lower a few settings. Is what it is. I don't know about the Street Fighter tonight. I can't hear it either. I'm scratching on my chair, man. I'm just Street Fighter, I don't think. I just don't even survive for it tonight. Because I'm not very good at playing. I don't need to publicly show that. These are just bots anyways. I'm really still learning. I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, man. I'm still learning combos. I was hoping the block would just be like one button, but you have to like hold down and then back at the same time. It's not really a big deal, but just a tiny thing. So I've never really been into 2D fighters besides Smash Bros. Played a little Injustice back in the day. The first one, at least. There was that Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe game. That was fucking fun. You need a sequel or a remaster in that. I play Brawlhalla from time to time, only with friends, because it's free. You know, I never played that that Cartoon Network fighting game. I'm pretty sure it's free. The one with like LeBron James and Batman, Bugs Bunny, all the Looney Tunes characters. God, what was it called? It was like Battleverse, Ultimate Battleverse, Battle for... I don't know. Battleverse, no? What's... Alright, I'm Googling this. Cartoon Network fighting game. Cartoon Network, Punch Time Explosion. No. I know. Okay, I know it just had cartoon characters. It wasn't like a straight up Cartoon Network game. Yeah, Multiverses. I know it was something with battle or multiverse or some shit like that. Multiverses. All right, yeah, it's free. Let's go. Wait, let me make sure, because it might show my card information, even though it's free. 7 gigs? Oh shit, never mind. I was hoping I'd be able to play it on stream. I could download the PS4 version, maybe. I'll see if my internet can handle it. If not, then I'll just move on. Well, what's going on, gamer? Oh, you came at a great time, Shauna. Welcome, by the way. I know earlier we were talking and talked about how I should just stream shitty games. Well, Multiverses Season 2. I feel like this is a pretty good choice. I feel like this fits the criteria. Yeah, it's already at 10%. Oops, I just fucking dropped my phone. Oh god. You gotta mean LeBron? I know, that's how I'm playing. That reminds me. There was a point where Fortnite just became really funny to me, not like in a bad way, but it was when they when they started adding like actual people like Ariana Grande and LeBron James into Fortnite. Because I feel like up until like a certain point, it was all it was all just fictional characters, and then they just start adding like Travis Scott and actual people. Like it's funny. Like I don't think it's a bad thing. It was just such a what the fuck moment for me. That was when Fortnite really just became like a I don't know. That's when it just transcended. It just crossed a weird line. Like, and again, it's fine, but just I don't know. The Icon series. Unlikely allies, dynamic duos. Australian rapper 30 minutes ago. You see, wait, into Fortnite? Wow. Australian rapper. I can think of 2 Australian rappers. Iggy Azalea and the kid Leroy. And I'm gonna bet money it's the kid Leroy because I don't think there's gonna be an Iggy skin in Fortnite. He's much more relevant right now. Marcel. Hi, pal. Hi, buddy, old pal. Probably hear my door there. Yeah, kid Leroy. I mean, look, no hate. He's not bad. He's not for me. He's just very much Justin Bieber, white beach boy kind of pop music. And that's fine. I'm not hating. I appreciate it for what it is. Not for me, but no hate to him. He's like, what, like 18, 19? He's very young. He's done a lot. I also really want to visit Australia. That's like my dream vacation. I don't know why. Something about that place is just beautiful. All the crazy... I know like everything can kill you, but I would love to go on some kind of guided expedition or, I don't know, sightseeing, nature scene. Definitely a dream of mine. Bro, the kangaroos. I mean, it's the ocean. Something about it. I feel like a boom. We're looking up who he was. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. You're not really missing out on much. Again, peace and love to him. I'm sure he's good, but... So we are at 55% with Multiverses. So we are definitely playing this tonight. In a matter of minutes. Trying to get into fighting games, so, you know. But yeah, I was playing a little Street Fighter. I opted out just because I didn't feel like it. It's more of a game to put on in the background. It's not very fun to stream, I don't think. Not for me. Fortnite, of course, we love Fortnite. Leave me alone. Oh yeah, there he is. I saw that earlier, but I didn't even read it or process. Overwatch 2. I've been getting into Overwatch, man. I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't for me. But my friend got me into it again. Splitgate, free to play FPS shooter. It's a Halo ripoff, but it's okay. It's the only way I can play Halo on PlayStation for like when I don't feel like hooking up my Xbox. I can get my Halo fix Requiem was just like a VR Life type game. Whatever that one game was. Yakuza 5. See, I would stream this, but until I can get... see, whenever I'm doing console games, I can't hear audio. It's... I don't know. Something with my capture card. And I think if I got an audio splitter, I could fix that, but I haven't done that yet. But once I do that, I'll maybe stream this, because it's a very heavily story-based game, and I kind of need to hear the audio. Sleeping Dogs, favorite game ever. I'm not even going to get into why I love it. Crew 2, it's just a good game to put on in the background. I'm just watching a podcast. I just drive endlessly. Elden Ring, one game of the year. I've still hardly gotten into it. I might play that, actually, after a little bit of multiverses, because I'm not going to play that the rest of the stream. I have a friend who really pushes me to play this game. I can maybe get him. Excuse me. I could get him in. He could help me. Do you feel like you could beat a kangaroo in a fight? Probably not. You know, it depends on how young it is, but like an adult kangaroo, I don't think so. I think there's like, I'm not getting swept. I don't think there's 100% chance I'm losing, but I wouldn't bet on myself. Because I'm sure you've seen the one video of that guy who who gets in a fist fight with a kangaroo to rescue his dog. That is such a funny video. Because he lands like a good right hook on him. And like the kangaroo is like legitimately stunned. He doesn't even fight back. He just runs away. It was such like a peak Australia. And just peak humanity in general moment. But yeah. Australia's fucking crazy. I know everything can kill you, and I still really want to go there. The only thing that I would really be paranoid of is, like, I see pictures of people posting, like, these huntsman spiders just, like, casually on their walls, and that would terrify me. I'm not that scared by spiders, but if I was just to be surprised by something that huge, and I don't know. It would fuck my week up. I could not do that. I could not do that. Having like snakes in your shoe. That's terrifying. Because sure, I'd be aware of it, but I wouldn't remember it every single time. There'd be times where I just put in my shoe, don't even think about it. And one of those times could easily be where there's a giant spider or scorpion or snake. But I'd love to visit. I'm sure they have beautiful state parks. That's the thing about any place. Even like boring ass, you know, like Ohio or Virginia, you know, I'm trying to think of the most, like Kansas. Like sure, like they suck probably in general, but I'm sure they have a couple really nice state parks. Every state has some very nice state parks at the very least. But anyways, how are you, Shauna? How's everyone? What's the vibe tonight? I'm on that multiverses grind. First time playing. No. Do I have to do this? Requires... Okay. I don't want to show my account info. I don't know what's going to pop up. Give me 1 second. I'm still going to be here, but... See, why, though? This really ruined my night. Create a free account. Okay. Like, this made me really upset. Hanging in there, sleepy tonight. Yeah, me too. Glad you're hanging in there. But yeah, I'm fucking passing out after this. I'm probably only gonna make it to an hour, if that. I might hang up before an hour. Probably not. Such a boomer, go to bed at 8 p.m. most nights. Yeah, for me, country. Yeah, this is some late night. Some real late night shit right here. 7:40 p.m. Damn. Account email. Oh, God, I think I already have an account. With my current email. See, why? If I wasn't streaming, I would have literally uninstalled this game. I would not have cared enough to even sign in. Jesus. The late night stream starring Mekon. Yeah. Love that. I'm trying to get late night to become my brand, you know? That's always when I stream. I'm all about that late night grind life and aesthetic. I'm all about that. Like I try to do a little like Mekon at night thing. That's just where I stream at night. It's no different from any other piece of content. I guess the intention is just to create a more chill conversation based streaming vibe, but that's kind of all my content already anyways. But I'm gonna label it away if I want because I like it. So there we go. Oh look, it's from Velma, the new HBO show. Sean, I know we talked about that earlier when we played Fortnite, but God, I really can't iterate enough how just bad that show was. Like, I'm not really into adult animation shows in general, like Family Guy, South Park. It's no hate. I'm just not into that really. There's very often unfun to me, like Rick and Morty. Just everyone I've seen, it's just very not. Very unfunny, but again, no hate. But God, that was just so atrocious. Call versus AI 1v1. Like the only one I've ever watched is BoJack Horseman. That wasn't bad. I did really like that. How real? But God, it was just so bad. It was like I tried so unbelievably hard to be edgy. It was just so sad. Just God, awful. And I was really like, man, the hate can't be that bad. It can't be. It can't be that bad of a show. But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, by the way. I'm playing as Taz. Do not have a commitment to most games to get my data before even downloading. Yeah. That's not the Rock.
Yourself.
Never install Black Adam. Although animation would be much better if they didn't all like vomit. It was an art style. Yeah, pretty much. I just think a lot of it is the writing. A lot of adult animation shows, like they, you know, obviously they're aware of the fact that they're an adult show. They can do, they can do a lot more than SpongeBob, but they don't even try to be creative. They just vulgar shit. Like it's not fun. It's just we can do this, so we're not gonna put any effort into it. I guess maybe they're going just for the initial shock value of some cartoon. I don't know whatever it is. It's bad writing. That's why I think yeah, you have to be certain. BoJack Horseman, actually, but there was like a lot of meaning in there. This sucks already. I don't know. There was depth to it. That's why I like Invincible. I don't know. That's a really good show based on the comic series. It doesn't. I love it.
You give me stamina.
That is like the best real media I've seen in a very long time. It's better than anything. Yeah, I think it's way better. Like this last season.
Wrong choice.
It's just so refreshing to see superhero content that isn't on and that kind of goes back to my next point, but it's the voice is very vulgar in language and gore and whatnot, but again, it's more than all the...
Match point. Blue team.
Yeah, baby, you hit like a girl.
A little loud. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay, I'm so sorry. That should have been muted. I muted that earlier. I don't know why it unmuted. I am so sorry. That's annoying. That is so annoying. That kind of makes me upset. I know it's fine. It probably wasn't that bad, but God, I literally muted it. Okay. All right, I was just kind of getting used to the controls. It's not fun, by the way. I did not have a good time there. I got so hooked I watched it all in a day. Yeah, Invincible really was incredible. I want to play as Rick. No, I want to play as LeBron. Actually, I don't want to play as Rick and Morty. Not anymore. Do I only have Taz? Is that the only character I fucking have? Wonder Woman? Okay. The hierarchy, power, multiverse has changed. I really can't believe The Rock. I was never too invested in the whole Black Adam saga, but he really just wanted to be like the new superstar of the DC universe. He didn't care about the movies or anything. Like I know he denied a cameo in Shazam 2. Just he wanted to be all about him. He was obsessed with pushing this Superman storyline. God, I can't fucking talk tonight. The Superman storyline where they're fighting. I know, like he literally appeared at the end of Black Adam, but Henry Cavill is already out as Superman since then. It was only like a couple weeks after he came back that he's like, yeah, I'm actually not playing Superman anymore because James Gunn took over. Which I think, good riddance. I mean, I'm sure he was a alright Superman. The issue wasn't with him, but yeah, anything that has to do with Zack Snyder and his universe, it is very better just gone. I'm sorry. Don't keep any of it. I know there's still the new Shazam movie coming out, and there's the Flash movie that's still happening, but as far as I know, the Flash is going to be the final DCEU project. I don't think that they filmed anything. Oh, there is Aquaman, but I don't know if that came out already. Maybe? Question mark? But I think it did. But regardless, the DCEU is over, and I'm very happy about that. The movies all had some good moments, sure. You know, I can definitely pick apart good qualities and moments from all the DCEU movies, but overall, they're all bad. Like, as much as I really wanted to like Batman vs Superman, especially like the hype leading up to it, you know, just like that concept alone of seeing Batman vs Superman on the big screen, you know, that was so exciting, and I wanted to convince myself that it was good, but it wasn't. I rewatched it, and again, it has good elements. It has some good cinematography, some really good shots, but God, just so bad. And obviously, Justice League, not counting Zack Snyder's version definitely does improve it, and I like the fact that it's 4 hours. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I love long movies, so I thought that definitely made it better, but still, overall, it still wasn't that great. They still tried to rush to a Avengers-type level movie way too quickly. And that was their issue. They tried to replicate Marvel way too quickly. Marvel built up, you know, I feel like all of the MCU up until Endgame was to build up Endgame, right? That was their whole major plan, built over 10 years. And DC tried to get to that point way too quickly. Now, granted, the first Avengers movie was it was still in one of the first couple phases of the MCU, but they still tried to force a whole universe way too quickly. That was their issue. Also, just having Zack Snyder direct like all the movies, or being involved in all the movies, bad call. he can make some pretty nice action scenes. I'll give him that, but come on. It's kind of like Michael Bay, you know. If you want to go to the movies, if you want to see like pretty explosions and cool scenes and cool fights, then sure. But for like a cohesive and good storyline, it's yeah. Because I don't like when superhero movies get just reduced down to exactly what Zack Snyder did, you know. That's why it sucks when movies like The Batman are disregarded by critics sometimes, just for the mere fact that it is a superhero movie, when it's actually more than just that. But whatever. What do I know? I'm not a film critic, but goddamn, superhero movies are more than just generic action movies. Like, I feel like they can really be on the level of whatever fucking Criterion Collection movie all these critics' favorites are. I don't know. So I've not been reading chat. I was focused on the game. I don't watch many franchise. He needs to stick to the Rock and Jungle movies. Yeah. Blue Beetle is the final for some reason. Shazam 1 was great, but kind of it. Like it's fun for filming and cinematography, but yeah, he can't write or direct. Exactly. He's good with action. I'll give him that. You know, his movies aren't all bad, but when I just think about what he does present and then just doesn't deliver on any further, that's what's disappointing. Because I thought Ben Affleck, he had a good build for Batman. I like the suit. I don't think it was Ben Affleck's fault that his role was so garbage. Or that his Batman iteration was so garbage. He's a fine actor. I think he's a good actor, actually, but it was just his writing, really. It wasn't really his fault. And that's what I mean. Like, on the surface, like, he seems like he would be a good Batman, then he just does not deliver on that. Blue Beetle, I forgot that was even a thing that they're doing. Is there even a trailer for that yet? I forgot that movie existed. Oh well. Shazam 2 looks decent. I mean, DC movies just haven't been good also. Like, in a while. Except for the Batman. That is a peak DC movie. You know what I mean? Oh, and guess what? It wasn't a part of the fucking Snyderverse. Kind of funny that the first DC movie in I don't know how long that's not connected was like one of, if not the best. I was just watching it the other night. It's still hard to say whether I prefer it over The Dark Knight. It really is. Really is difficult. Excuse me, but that movie is a masterpiece. That's the thing, like I would love to see. I mean, that movie definitely got recognition for sure, but I feel like there are some critics or some people out there who definitely disregarded it before even really seeing it for what it is, or maybe even before watching it. You know, just the fact that it's a superhero movie, so it's not gonna have any depth. It's gonna be some Avengers, whatever, popcorn movie. But it's like, no, like, it can be so much more. That's why I love The Boys, too. Like, it can be so much more than just, you know, I don't know. You know what's funny? I used to be really obsessed with comic books in general, comic book characters, and I still am, to a degree, but I don't really collect as much. I don't really collect any shirts or comics that much anymore. But like I'm still like obsessed with talking about comic book movies. That is still like that is still like my obsession when it comes to movies. But man, it's just because it really is so cool. I mean, and it does go back to my childhood. It's just so cool to really see these characters brought into like the big screen. You know, to kind of see like what it would look like if these characters like were real. It's just always just been one of the most fun experiences. Just like going to the theater. Very much reminds me of my childhood. Kind of connects me that time period, you know. And there's just so much potential too. Like there's so many cool movies you can do with so many different characters. Oh god, it's Rick. Or Morty, I think. Yeah, that's Morty. It might be each other, but I literally do not care enough to look it up right. I feel like I have no reason to watch Shazam or Aquaman if I know the Flash is going to reboot the universe anyway. So badly want the DC reboot to be good. So many people, Marvel DC, want both to have a good cinematic universe. More good comic book movies is good for everyone. Yeah, totally. And you know what? I have really good faith in James Gunn because the Suicide Squad, that was a great DC movie. I forgot about that one. That was a great DC movie, and it wasn't connected to the extended universe. I mean, it had like the same Harley Quinn and Amanda Waller, but it's still a different universe, right? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna play Rick. I know it's really problematic, but I'm curious what he's like. So, and that was great. That was like, I don't know. I've never actually. I find humor in most superhero movies to be garbage, especially lately. But like that movie genuinely made me laugh multiple times. It was really, it was funny. I really liked that movie. The James Gunn version, obviously, to be clear. I have faith in him. I think his reboot's going to be good. And I'm excited to see. I'm really excited to see new versions of Batman, Superman. I mean, I'm assuming they're just going to go with the new Batman, right? I guess, I mean, because I know they're going to want to keep the Robert Pattinson Batman in his own universe, which I completely agree. But you can't have a DC universe without Batman, so I guess there's going to be two Batmans? Which, that's cool. More Batman's great. I'm more invested in the Robert Pattinson version anyway, so if the new one sucks, there's always Pattinson. And speaking of the Flash, look, fuck Ezra Miller. I definitely agree, but I feel like I'm the only one who's still excited to see that movie, and I'll tell you why. It's really for Batman. I just want to see Michael Keaton back because I think that's gonna be so cool. That's like the only reason I'm excited is for like the multiple Batman, because I know Batfleck's gonna be in it too, which I just think it's cool. More Batman in the movie is good. I mean, this is the closest that there's gonna be to like a No Way Home version of Batman. I don't know if Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck will interact, but they're both gonna be in the movie regardless, which I think is I think it's cool. I just want to see Michael Keaton, man. That's the only reason I'm gonna go see the Flash movie. And I'm really sad because apparently, before the universe was rebooted by James Gunn, there was maybe gonna be a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton, and they were gonna get Michelle Pfeiffer back for Catwoman. And my question is, why can't that be done regardless of the reboot? Because I know that Michael Keaton is not going to be connected to the DCEU, technically, but like you definitely could have worked around that, even if you had to change a little bit of the plot. Like they so could have worked around that and made that movie. Because I mean, who else are you going to make a Batman Beyond movie with? Val Kilmer? No. George Clooney? No. Christian Bale? No, because let's just not touch that iteration of Batman again, unless Christopher Nolan is involved. Like, unless he wants to make another Batman movie with Christian Bale, I don't want it. And usually I'm all for bringing characters back, even if it is a little bit of a nostalgia cash grab, but I really don't want Christian Bale to be touched in that way. His Batman. Okay, hold up. I'm going to read once I'm done with this because I can't pause. Because I think I'm online. Guess the online's free. Yeah, he was gonna be in the Batgirl movie too, but that got canned, even though it was already filmed. I don't see why not just release it, even if it's like kind of unfinished. So it'd be cool to see. Wubba lubba dub dub. Haven't watched any DC since the pandemic began. Admittedly, just haven't been able to justify to risk when I make the movie. That's totally fair. DC's gonna have 4 Batmen, 1 final Affleck, Keaton, Pattinson, and whoever the new ones will be. Yeah, that is true, but I do think if we're only gonna see Keaton and Batfleck one more time in the Flash movie. That's what it seems like. I mean, definitely Batfleck, but most likely Keaton. Chicken, bro, that makes me so sad of like all the wasted potential. Imagine a Batman Beyond movie with Keaton. That would be so good, especially like with like the modern. Oh my god, because that's one thing about the Michael Keaton Batman movies. I really like them. I think they're great, but one thing that they're held back by is, you know, the year they came out and the access they had to effects and CGI. Like if you put him in like in a modern, it looks so good. But whatever, I guess just anything, even merely or slightly connected to the DCU, he doesn't want to touch. But whatever, it's like the only opportunity you're gonna get to do this. But whatever. Flashpoint is one of my favorite comic book stories ever. I hate Thomas Wayne and Barry teaming up. I'd honestly prefer it to Keaton. I love it. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. But one thing for me is that I really am like a sucker for nostalgia bait, because I believe it can be done right. Like, look at No Way Home. Like, of course, a lot of the of course there's a lot of fan service and nostalgia, but it works itself into the movie's own plot perfectly. You know, I hate the argument that people are like, oh, No Way Home, it was just a complete cash nostalgia grab, and it's like, no, like they weren't just there just to be like cameos. Like they have like an actual like play and significance in the MCU's and MCU Peter's like upbringing now. You know what I mean? Because like the whole point of his trilogy, that it was like his origin trilogy. Like he's only now like fully Spider-Man because he doesn't have his Aunt May, he doesn't have any best friends, he's living alone in an apartment. Like that's the whole point, right? And Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, they helped him. I mean, Tobey Maguire literally saved him from becoming like a murderer. Like he was gonna kill the Green Goblin if Toby didn't interfere. Like he's always gonna remember that now. You know what I mean? It's a dumb argument. I just hate the notion that all nostalgia or all any instance where a character is brought back is bad, or it's just bait or a cash grab. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Just enjoy cool shit happening. We get to see Michael Keaton as Batman again. That's cool. That's cool as shit. Alright? That's really fucking cool, and I don't care. Oh, he's old. Yeah, exactly. There's older Batman in the comics, too. The Dark Knight Returns. Fucking Batman Beyond. I mean, bro. Just shut the fuck up sometimes. I swear. People just want to whine about everything. I shouldn't care that much. It's happening regardless. Michael, even if it's one movie, it's cool. I'm very glad to see it. And again, I want to reiterate, I am fuck Ezra Miller, but pre all this stuff coming out about what they did, I actually liked them as Flash. I really didn't understand the hate. I thought that they were super just weird, quirky, and awkward. I kind of thought that was the Flash, but maybe I don't know comics very well. I thought it fit, personally. It would be cool if they did bring the oh, I thought it was someone else. I keep thinking I'm someone. I don't know why I keep getting confused. I'm literally a different color. and yellow. I wouldn't be upset if they brought the Flash from the TV series into DC, because that show was complete dog water. But he's a good Flash, I'm sure. He just held back by the CW budget. Also, can we just delete the CW as a network? I'm sorry. It just... Look, I love Supernatural. That was definitely a good show. But... It's dog water. That network sucks. Especially... I mean, they can stick to teen... I'm done playing this shit, by the way. They can stick to teen dramas. That's fine. But just leave the superhero stuff alone. Also, let me make you a mod. I don't know why I haven't done that. Not that there's anything to really moderate in my chat. At least I don't think there really ever has been. There has been. I can think of a couple times. This is like years ago. There was some like pro-Trump dude who was spamming. I think I have screenshots. I remember he said something like no matter what you do, no matter who you vote for, Donald J. Trump is still your president. I didn't ban him because it was just funny as shit. I don't know if he was serious, but it was just so goofy. So absurd. No Way Home felt so natural in a way. It concluded with Andrew and Toby's stories. And MCU gave MCU Peter the push he needed to really become Spider-Man. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin No Way Home was one of the best comic book villains ever. That's true. That's true. Like he was already such a legend for his performance in Spider-Man 1 as the Green Goblin, but he literally he gave that performance and more. Like he built onto it. Like it, without a doubt, it was as good as his original performance, arguably better. And that's just crazy. Willem Dafoe is just such a great actor, and he's just so good for the Green Goblin. It's just so unbelievable. It just really speaks to how good what Sam Raimi and that whole cast did in 2002. Like the fact that they just took him, just used him in this, and he's like the best MCU villain or one of the top tier. That says something. I know people talk about it all the time, but he would kill the Joker. He so would. He so would. And I'm kind of sad that they didn't go with him for the Robert Pattinson universe. And I know it makes sense because he is a very young Batman. And if you have like I mean, Willem Dafoe's an old man, and that's great. You know, we love him for that. But he is an old man, and I guess the whole thing with Joker is that they're supposed to have like a lifelong, like a very long rivalry. And while it's still possible, I still like they could still make it work if they had done that. I guess I do get why they went with someone else, but they need to do some kind of live action interpretation where he's the Joker. It really would be perfect. I mean, if it's some like Elseworld, that's what they call it, right? Elseworld. If they did an Elseworld story, just some like one-off movie, I don't know. Work something. Make it work somehow. Yeah. That's great though. I remember I saw a quote. I guess Toby had a quote recently, Tobey Maguire, that he said he would return as Spider-Man if he got an offer or a call for it. So if I had one movie request, you know, for a while I was like, you know what, if they're gonna do one more Spider-Man movie with one of the old actors, I'd rather do Amazing Spider-Man 3 to conclude Andrew's story. Now, I wouldn't be upset with that, but at this point, I would just rather have a Logan-style Spider-Man 4. So, I'm praying, bro. Sam Raimi has said that he's open to returning. Kirsten Dunst has said she's open. Toby said he's open. I mean, come on. Everyone wants to do it. Just do a Logan-style Spider-Man 4. It would be so good. Let Sam Raimi have complete creative control. And oh my god. Like, imagine going to the movie to see one more Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. Can you imagine that? I pray. But also, I'd be really happy with an Amazing Spider-Man 3. Because Andrew also really does deserve to have his story wrapped up. And also, he deserves a really good script, too. And he also deserves a director with complete creative control. No interference from Sony. No trying to set up some bullshit Sinister Six. God damn, bro. Give me 1 second. Alright. What are we at? 55? I'm going to end it in a couple of minutes. To be honest. The stream didn't go exactly the way I had planned, but I still had a good time. Just talking and whatnot. I didn't play as many games as I had wanted to, but I really just wanted to talk, catch up. Talk about comic book movies. That's always what my content devolves into. Dark Knight Returns. Single Flash is charismatic, aloof. Tries to trick ladies, falls short. That's feels like a scary little kid. That's valid. If they ever do a Crisis on Infinite Earth, they better at least give Willem a chance as an alt-universe Joker cameo. Yeah, true. Never thought of much of Andrew Spidey until No Way Home. Far From Away was my favorite of the three. Shows what a good script can do. Really, I love his movies. I mean, granted, they do have the most script issues, especially Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the good parts of that movie really do bring it up a notch, in my opinion. Like, it really makes up for it. Like, I still get like a lot of enjoyment out of watching them, even though I know of how bad the story is. I mean, Angel's performance is like the main, like the main selling point, 100%. Like, it really shows how bad he was done by the script and just by the story in general. Mainly of the second one. The first one with the lizard, I mean, really? Also, give me 1 sec. No, but yeah, he was done dirty. Because, I mean, look, the CGI, the cinematography, there are a lot of good points about those movies, and I will defend them for that. It's all just the script and the writing and Sony's interference. That's really what it is. That's what made Spider-Man 3 the least good in the trilogy, also, with Venom. Because I still love Spider-Man 3, but it definitely has the most problems out of the trilogy. But I digress. Yeah, I think that the issue that the first movie gets, like the main reason it gets the slander, is just because it was so soon after, and people still like really loved to see Toby, you know. And the fact that it was a reboot, so people had already seen the story pretty recently. But yeah, on its own, I mean, yeah, it's I don't know, it's a new Spider-Man, it's a new story. I mean, the origin is a little different. So I understand not, you know, hating the fact that it's an origin again, but on its own, it's really, really, really solid. Far less plot issues than the second one. But again, the second one has some really good CGI. And that suit also. That is potentially the best live-action suit. Potentially. The best looking anyways. Because I do like Tom Holland suits, but there's a little too much CGI on them sometimes. You can just see it, but it doesn't ruin it. And I love Toby's suit, but it's just, I think it was also held back by the year just a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Because it's still one of my favorite suits. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the best to the final swing. I do respect that. But I guess I have a hot take. I feel like that one's a little... I feel like that the No Way Home final suit is a little overrated. Just in the fact that it's not anything crazy. I mean, it's just like the classic blue and red suit. You know what I mean? Like, it's good, but it's just not... It's nothing crazy. Well, I guess maybe that's a little unpopular. I mean, it looks great, for sure, but... I don't know. I'm very excited to see it in the new trilogy, though. Very excited for that movie. Very excited for the villain, too. So I don't think we have any idea. I know, I have a different opinion. I'm done. I'm done for. Different opinions are not allowed. But yeah. This game is wonderful. I would have booted up Arkham Knight, but I don't have it installed because it's like 50 gigabytes. And I had to play Overwatch, so what are you going to do? Yeah. Cool suit. Great game. Like, man. I just fucking love superhero content in general. What else we got? No, I'm facing my first cancellation. Oh, here we go. Lizard Lady versus the Cats. I played this before, though. This is a classic. This is an all-time classic. The Daily Outrage. My predictions for the next Spidey trilogy is Scorpion, Venom, some third guy. Yeah, maybe like Kingpin. People are hoping Scorpion for sure because they teased that. Oh yeah, Venom. Oh yeah, I'm very excited to get the symbiote suit. I wonder if they'll go like the route of like the original Secret Wars. Maybe they'll wait until Secret Wars till Peter gets his symbiote suit, but I feel like they're not gonna wait that long. Since they teased it at the end of No Way Home. Which, part of me is kind of sad that it's not Tom Hardy. You know, I know it's like the Sony universe, which sucks, but I don't know. But I think it's better to go with someone else anyways, to be fair. Probably should just kill that whole Sony universe. After El Muerto, because that's going to be the best superhero movie. It's going to be top 5. Like, it's gonna be like right behind Endgame and Infinity War. Where'd they go? Andy Bully Holland. Oh my god. They're gonna have to make some kind of like reference to the dance scene. I really hope they do. Even if it's subtle. Just like a subtle reference. Okay. I'm gonna end it there. But I had fun though. Thank you, Shauna, for chilling and talking. I had a very good time. Just chilling, you know, nothing crazy. A few PS5 games. More content on the way. You already know. More streams, more videos. Go check out the music channel link in description. I'm trying to really focus on that next. Alright. Thank you all. Peace.